Twansac in the building. What up, sir?
What's up, Blaze?
How you doing, my guy?
Man, I'm just hanging in there, man. Glad to be here, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's good to have you, as always. You staying busy, as always, and, every chance we get, we always come together on some ideas of what we're trying to do to really push the culture out here.
Right on, man.
Yeah. So what you got going on right now?
Man, just, speaking of the culture, man, been in the Southwest. This is my home. Been here for about 15, 16 years or whatnot.
From Kansas, though, right?
From Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I spent most of my career. Arizona's allowed me to grow as an artist, getting with guys like yourself that really have a passion for independent artists, man.
Yeah.
So, I thought it was only right for you to break a new record I got.
Yeah. And, we actually been playing the Bitch Mad record, you know what I'm saying? I put that on the Hits and Ass volume, what was it, volume 6 or 7 that we dropped last month. And it's a big record, man. Where did that record come about? Because I know that you've been sitting on something and then you just dropped it and it's kind of a smash.
Right. Well, I kind of wanted to perfect the marketing behind it or whatnot. Shout out to Jay White. Jay White, if you
producer of Bodak Yellow. Yeah.
Yep, that's been my in-house producer for the last 10 years.
Wow.
Or whatnot. So I think it was only right to drop the record.
Absolutely. So working with someone like Jay White, things probably changed for him overnight, right?
It did. Yeah. I think he wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could be.
Nah, he, Jay White is a humble dude. I remember when he first got on with the record. He still stay humble till this day. Even with the record going platinum, he still tells me, "Twan, check your email."
Wow.
New beats in the email.
That's a good asset to have. You know what I'm saying? A good someone in your network with that kind of resource. That's dope. Right. I know you're always. You have a lot of knowledge about the industry because, you've been in it quite a long time. Just a little rundown detail from the last time you were here. Give them a little background of Twansac.
Twansac started basically when I was a teenager back in 1998. That's when I first got in the game. Tech N9ne, shout out to Tech N9ne. He was my big brother. He was the guy that molded me. Of course, we didn't have too many outlets back then, especially in Kansas. So roughly around 2002, I came out with a record called Cadillac Love. The Cadillac Love went real big regionally, and then it went nationally. And then from that exposure, I actually got a record deal through Universal Records, Def Jam. I was getting a lot of different deals or whatnot. And After learning the business side of the mainstream industry, I felt that my career was better handled to be independent or whatnot. That because for a number of different reasons, and obviously being around Tech N9ne,
Yeah. He was like the guy that really embraced the independent role as an artist and ran with it when nobody was doing it.
Right.
Everybody was trying to get record deals and get signed and get that money. But he kind of, coming from a market that he was really the only one in, like you said earlier, like there wasn't many rappers at the time, you yourself one of them. Was that something that other people in Kansas were looking at, like other artists, like, yo, if Tech's doing it, we should do it?
I think Kansas was, we connected to the Bay Area in California, so we always had a mindset of independence. And I think that once, I was the first artist in Kansas to get major rotation and offered a record deal, and I think by that exposure, it kind of jump-started that market. Like, okay, it is possible to be from Wichita, Kansas, and still get action.
Right.
And the plus side is I didn't have to deal with a lot of saturation. Again, it was only me and Tech, so I was able to walk through doors that if it was the same time now, may not have even been possible.
Yeah. That's crazy because back then, things were much different than they are today. So actually, I guess, you really did make the best decision though, because now everyone's going independent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And they thought I was crazy when I said independence back then. Like, how are you turning these record deals down?
Yeah.
And it's one or two things, John, is either you want to be popular or you want to get paid.
Right.
And I wanted to get paid immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Not what you see in the little guy with Drake. Like, Drake, where's my check?
Yeah.
we gonna cash our own checks immediately.
Right. Because that check might never come.
Exactly. Exactly.
It might not even be Drake's fault either. It just may not come because of all the legalities and all kinds of stuff that's going on in the industry. But you definitely, as they say, you write your own destiny when you're independent. You know what I'm saying? Either work or you don't.
Right. And it's a lot of tough work, and Tech gave me the motivation. It was grassroots. We went to cities that nobody would want to go to.
Right.
And we found out in those markets that were more fans in those markets than the bigger markets.
Yeah.
So we treated it like it was war. Let's knock all the little cities on the outside. So by the time we get to the big city, they already know we coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right, so check this out. This is what we're gonna do. We got Twansac here, and he's dropped 2 big records since he's last time you were here on the show, and we spoke. So I'm gonna play the new record with Jay White. You know what I'm saying? The Jay White record that you did. That one's called "Bitch Mad."
Okay.
And then we're gonna come back, and I'm gonna have you introduce. And we're going to premiere the new record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's do it.
Right on.
Twansac in the building right now. Tuesday night, it's Talk of the Town right here, Icon Radio. You know how it goes down every Tuesday. We rocking tonight. I got a bunch of new stuff I'm getting to. Right now, we doing that Bitch Mad. This shit kind of go. Turn up one time. Here we go. Twansac, let's go.
Look at that bitch mad. Look at that bitch mad.
That I wouldn't do.
Right.
But when you identify who your fan base is and who you target and who's buying music and all that, you know what I'm saying, you have to market music and whatnot. And so it was one of those records that I wasn't unsure of. Got it over to DJ Tony Neal. Tony Neal's one of the greatest in the game to do it. And he said, "Nigga, this record is hard." And slid it to DJ.
It has energy, and it's undeniable. And today, I think because we go through music as listeners of hip hop or just music in general. We listen to so much music because of the access we have today.
Right.
That like you want something like, oh no. Like usually DJs are the ones that have the ears. Now like just anybody with earbuds has the ears now. You know what I'm saying? They can hear a dope record in the first 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And records with energy are the ones that are winning. So it makes sense why you chose that record.
Right. Yeah, and you have to add, fans. Some of your fans, especially when you've been doing as long as I am.
Right.
Some of those fans that was with me 20 years ago might not necessarily be purchasers of music.
Right.
So again, it's marketing, business.
Absolutely. When did you get into like really focusing on the numbers and like the the specifics and things of that nature within behind the scenes stuff?
It was actually my senior year in college. We had a project. It was a business plan project, and nobody wanted to work with me on the project. So I decided to promote my music, which I was doing, music in college and whatnot. And that's when I got opened up to, I went and read a book, and it talked about the music business and how to survive in the music business. Mm-hmm. And then it led me to a website called the Recording Industry Associate, RIAA.com.
Yep.
And once I looked at that and found out how music was sold, who were the purchasers, what age groups, then I realized that it was more than just the talent.
Yep, and then you realize it is a business.
It is.
They can last forever, man. Like you get residuals from this stuff to the day you die.
Right. It's our 401k plan as independents.
Yeah.
And the good part about it, like the records that I dropped 20 years ago, when these type records come out now, those people go back and purchase those records.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's a revolving door that always.
That's a beautiful thing, man. It's a great time to be alive. Just with the, I know there's a lot of negative thoughts, or just people speak negatively about what internet has done. With many things. You know what I'm saying? With social media, it's watered down a lot of things, but it's also made opportunities for a lot. I mean, we're here broadcasting worldwide. With the internet, you know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that?
I think, at first I didn't want to embrace it because of the work that I put into it, from the brick and mortar status to the mom and pops, and I saw the mom and pops getting shut down, and I didn't want to embrace it at first. And then just like what you said, once I realized that it gave me exposure to millions and millions of people without even have to leave my living room, then I embraced it. I went and did a sample run with it and realized that, hey, man, I can put less marketing dollars into the project and still get the same exposure as I did prior to it being available.
That's facts, man. It is a good thing, and as long as a lot of people are still learning. You know what I'm saying? They're barely catching the wave of things here and there. Actually, Futuristic recently he just put out a book. I don't know if you had a chance to see this.
Yes,
it's called Declaration of Independence, and I had a chance to really read most of it, and man, he really did give a lot of game. A lot of stuff that he used to help him be successful. In this day and age of the music industry as an independent artist, he put all the little tricks and tips in there, man. Did you find that surprising that someone would do that? Because I mean, that's a lot of years and money that putting into certain things to figure out how things work.
Yeah, I mean, I personally think what he did was awesome. One, because at the end of the day, like we speak about it being a business, this is another piece to add to his brand. And the thing about it is you can leave somebody your blueprint, you can leave them a book, you can even give them the notes on how to be successful.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean they know how
That's
to apply
true.
to it.
Very true.
And there's more than one way to skin a cat in this game. And I think that what Futuristic put in that book out and some of the key points, I think what he did is he gave motivation to some artists that may not feel like they can make it.
Right.
And he said here, and doing so, guess what? A blessing comes back from
Exactly. I think a lot of the stuff in that book, a lot of this stuff is online. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was really dope for him to put it in perspective of how artists would understand it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff isn't even things that there's a lot of stuff that doesn't require money or even talent. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of, like, for example, when to post.
Right.
Don't post this or don't post during these times. You know what I'm saying? Simple things like that. I think a lot of artists may not even have known that type of information was even available. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, salute to Futuristic for that.
Salute, bro.
So, yeah, okay. So we got my guy Twansac in the building, and we got another record. This is brand new. This is brand new.
Brand new record.
This is like first time we blasting off right now.
First one to make history.
Man. So I had a chance to hear this record before it was completely done and finished up. But I was told about the concept, and man, it's a big record, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce this, man.
All right, this new record, man. Speaking of Icon, since we're at Icon Radios, I wanted to tap in with one of the biggest icons in Arizona, MC Magic. I reached out to him and said, "Hey, bro, I got a concept with the Southwest." He and I had conversations in the past where we told that music was, bigger than the both of us or whatnot. So I felt like this was the time to reach out to him. And not only put Arizona, but connect the whole Southwest as a whole. Because if we can connect the whole Southwest as a whole, then we have in Atlanta, then we have the California.
Yeah.
So sent him the record. He tapped in. He sent it back, and here we are today.
Southwest Love.
Southwest Love.
Southwest Love. Here it goes.
Featuring MC Magic.
Brand new music.
Southwest. Are you ready? Show me love.